Well, hello there everyone, it's Ariana here, and as you can tell by the title of the video, this is my most requested video to date, and probably of all time. I've had multiple YouTube channels over the years. Since I started my transition, since the day I came out, since the day I made my YouTube channel, everyone has been asking me to do a Q&A. If you wonder what this is, it's my tablet. I'm reading the questions off my tablet, but everyone has been asking for a Q&A. Everyone's like, I have so many questions, I want to know the answers, etc. So, this is what everyone has been waiting for. By the way, I'm recording on my iPhone 7 Plus for the first time. The quality, I already noticed right off the bat, is fantastic. If you go back and watch my other video of my unboxing of my iPhone 7 Plus, the quality from my iPhone 6 to my 7 Plus is absolutely extraordinary. I love it. Okay, so this Q&A is is going to be mini parts. There were originally, I think, 215 questions, but I narrowed it down to the best 150. Some of the questions were a little repetitive. They weren't the same question, but they were worded differently, but they were very similar, and the answers would have been very similar. So I cut down from, I think it was 223 to 150, which I thought was a good number. My original goal was 100 questions, but I got so many. Not a ton of people messaged me questions. Those of you who did, thank you. I had a lot of my followers on here message me on Facebook, DM me on Twitter. Some of you messaged me on Instagram. A few of you Snapchatted me. So thank you so much for being involved and actually being concerned about the Q&A. I'm so excited for it. I just want to start reading questions, but I want to explain the Q&A first, how it's going to work. So the Q&A is also, like I said, going to be multiple parts. And in parentheses of each, like it's going to say Q&A part 1, Q&A part 2. And in parentheses, I'm going to put the answers to what I think is the best questions for the video, and for like the best questions and answers of that video. So yeah. Also, finally, how I narrowed these down. I narrowed them down to questions that I wanted to answer and questions that I think you want to hear the answers to. So we're already 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, so this part's going to be a little shorter than the others question-wise because I'm reading. I talk too much, as you already know, but it's one of the things I hope you all love about me. But it's time for the Q&A. I'm going to read them right down the middle from 1 to 50 in the order I have on my tablet. They're in no certain order. So, yeah, a lot of the questions, I will give you a spoiler here, are about my cars, my tattoos, and my transition. And there's some randoms here and there, which makes the Q&A a little fun. Not a little, this is going to be so much fun. Okay, I'm going to talk a little more here. The one reason I'm so proud of this Q&A is because I went out with by the way, sorry, my nails look like shit. I have been rather broke lately, so they've just been falling off, and I haven't had the money to get them filled or redone. But anyways, I'm so proud of this Q&A because, like I said, somebody messaged me, but I went out and messaged probably 100 people or more, people I used to associate with, people I was at one time good friends with, people I still am friends with, people I haven't talked to in forever, current friends, family. I went out and messaged everyone, absolutely everyone, and that's how I gathered these 150 questions. So that's one reason I'm really proud of it. I put a lot of work into this, messaging people. I was up late multiple nights because everyone messaged me back late at night, and I wanted to message them back and see if they had any more questions. I got all the questions I could. So here we go, everyone. Okay, question number 1. What's with the obsession with the color pink all over your cars? LOL. If so, most of you don't know by now, my cars are pink galore. My Cavalier, pink seat covers, white pink rims, a pink dome light for God's sakes. My Nissan, pink interior. I have pink bulbs I need to put in it for the dome lights. And honestly, I love the color pink on my cars because when I was younger, I didn't get to express the color pink. I always loved the color pink, but I was never able to express it. So I think that's why I put it all over my cars. That way, anytime I drive, I can just show off the color pink and how much I love it. So yeah, I didn't get to express it when I was younger, so I get to express it now, and I'm having way too much fun doing it. Okay, so question 2. What made you choose the Nissan over getting any other car? Like I've said many times to people around me, and I think I said it in my last video about my Nissan. Nissan's my dream car. I had one before. Absolutely loved it. I have multiple dream cars, but I'll talk about them. I think I have a question about one of my dream cars later in the video. but Nissan's one of my top dream cars. I loved it. I still love it. It's my baby. So, yeah. What has being transgender taught you? Being transgender has taught me to always be yourself, never live in fear, just go out there, be yourself. You're going to get crap from everyone regardless of whether you're yourself or you're not yourself. So why live in the dark? Let yourself shine. Alrighty. Are you still taking hormones? Yes. What do you like most about yourself? What do I like most about myself? It's a tough one. I like a lot of stuff about myself. I love my personality. I like how I'm an extremely giving person, if you know me. I am an extremely giving person. I'll do anything for almost anyone. I have such a big heart. Honestly though, I think what I love most about myself is having the right eye and surrounding myself with the right people over the years, because I have a great group of friends and a great group of family left. So what I love most of myself is my eye to see people for who they truly are, and I've always surrounded myself with good people, and it's one thing I love about myself. Okay, looking back now, do you wish you would have opened up sooner? Absolutely. In this day and age, I wish I would have opened up so much sooner. I would have gotten to live with myself so much sooner, but there were a lot of things that prevented me. Family, friends, afraid of their reactions, a few other more personal, darker things that I'm not going to get into in this video. So yeah. Who is your favorite non-transgender YouTuber? Ooh, that's a tough one. I would have to say either... I'm actually going to make a video on my favorite YouTubers and my favorite types of YouTube videos, but my favorite non-transgender YouTubers, if I had to think off the top of my head, Joe Santagato, Alonzo Larone, Prank vs. Prank, yeah, I think those are my favorite. Oh, Pranksters in Love, that's another few channels. I don't like naming everyone's names involved with those channels, but if you watch those channels, you'll know. Okay, this was actually a question that I thought was really interesting, and I'm actually excited to answer it. Okay, do you feel drag queens are somewhat of an insult to the trans community since most of them aren't trans? That was actually a very good question. That's never really been brought up around me. Somebody brought it up before, but I kind of just brushed it off. And I'll say this, no. I don't think they're an insult whatsoever. Performing is an art form, and drag queens, like, we're all in the LGBT community. You don't, how do I put this? We're all in the transgender community. There's, like, transgender has its own community. People who are gay, people who are lesbian, people who are bisexual, they all have their own community, but we're all in the LGBT community. In drag queens, they have their own little community in the LGBT community. We are all a family, and I don't think they're an insult to trans whatsoever. I think it's an art form. I absolutely love watching them perform. I'm friends with multiple drag queens. I absolutely love being around them. They are so much fun. They're so bubbly. They are very blunt people. They'll say exactly what they're thinking, and I love that about them. So no, I do not think it's an insult whatsoever to the trans community. That was a very good question. What is your favorite cat breed? If you know me, I have two Maine Coons. I love my little Maine Coons, Tyson and Titan, TNT. So, Maine Coon for sure. What is your favorite dog breed? I would have to say a Great Dane and a Husky. I love bigger dogs. I love my little dog Mimi, but I had her for 11 years. Now I want a big dog. So when my lease is up next year, I'm going to get me a few dogs. What is your favorite kind of pizza? Stuffed crust with green peppers. I've had stuffed crust pizza so many times over the last week, more than I'd like to admit. How many tattoos do you have? I currently have 36. I got one new tattoo last week. I will talk about it later on though. What are the meanings behind some of your tattoos and piercings? Well, I can go into that in depth, but I've actually have a little series coming out about, it's called My Tattoos and Piercings and Their Meanings. And I'm going to be doing 3 tattoos per episode and 1 piercing per episode. So, yeah, watch that series and that'll explain your question. I'll have more time to explain it there, because I want to explain some of these questions in depth, but I also want to move through them, so yeah. Alrighty, who are your inspirations? Inspirations would have to be Princess Jules, who, if you know me, biggest inspiration by far in my life. Will not be anywhere close to where I am without her. Samantha Lux. Brooklyn Beauty, still a huge inspiration of mine. Nicki Minaj. If you know me, Nicki is my idol. I absolutely love Nicki. Means everything to me. So Nicki is definitely probably my biggest idol. Her and Princess Jules. I have more, but I don't feel like naming them all. When are we going bowling? This is from my friend Will from Freight Farm. He's one of my actors, and he wants to go crossing bowling. Will, we will go soon, I promise. How do you... Okay, these last few questions were from Storm. I miss her so much. Storm, if you watch this, I miss and love you. I will see you soon. But, okay, so how do you approach the dating scene as a pre-op transgender? This is a good one. I've gotten this a few times, but I haven't gotten answered in a video that I can remember. I have such terrible memory, as most of you don't know by now. But the dating scene is not easy if you're a pre-op transgender, because at some point you have to tell the person you're with, whether you're hooking up, whether it's a one-night stand, whether you're trying to get serious with them, whatever. You have to tell them eventually. Because eventually you're going to get involved sexually, so eventually you have to tell them. And I've gotten all kinds of reactions from guys. And girls, I haven't really gotten too many negative reactions from, but guys, I've got every reaction in the book from, why are you trying to deceive guys? You're such a piece of shit. Sorry for my language, but it's the truth. Why are you trying to deceive guys? You're such a piece of shit. Why do people try to pull this kind of stuff? You're such a freak. Then I've got you get every reaction in the book, like I said. Got that one. I've gotten guys who are okay with it, but they don't want anything to do with it. I've gotten guys who are okay with it, but they bitch the entire time you're with them. So, yeah. There are some guys who are completely cool with it. I have never run into those kind of guys. Actually, no, I did once, but he gave me, I don't know. I guess I'll say the heebie-jeebies. The heebie-jeebies. Yeah. Can't believe I actually just said that. Anyways, okay, so moving on. To sum up the last question, it's not easy. It's hard to approach. What are some struggles in everyday life being transgender? Some issues. Struggles in life every day when you're transgender. If I had to say anything, I would say, honestly, I don't have many struggles. Like, I enjoy myself. Occasionally, you have to deal with people looking. I don't get too many double takes anymore, hardly ever. Very few people clock me, but every once in a while you have to deal with that. So that's difficult. Some people ask you very inappropriate, odd questions. They'll just blurt them out in front of everyone. Some people have no respect for you. Yeah, those are some questions. Those are some everyday struggles with being transgender. I just brush everything off these days. I don't really face too many struggles. Like with being myself, I don't face too many struggles anymore. Okay, moving on. What are your favorite things about yourself? The other question was, what do you like most about yourself? This is what is your favorite thing about yourself? What are your favorite things about yourself? Sorry. Favorite things about myself, I would have to say, like I said earlier, I love my eye to spot people. I'm very good at reading people when I first meet them, and I'll know if they're going to be a shitty person or a good person, and very seldomly am I actually wrong. So that's one thing I love about myself. I said that in the last question. I love my personality. I love the strength I've gained this year in being myself. I love being able to live as my true self and have no cares in the world. I love people around me. I already said that though. I love my style. I love a lot of things about myself. I love the way I look. Yeah, there's many things I love about myself. So I'm going to cut this off here though. We're at 14 minutes, almost 30 seconds. So I'm going to cut this off here. I hope you all enjoyed part 1 of the Q&A. I hope you all stay continued for part 2, part 3, and so on. I love you all, and I will see you in part 2. Bye. Love you all.